Alright, let's see if this is gonna work now. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work now. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work now. Alright, so, obviously, this is the OSNE network, where we keep an old school mind frame in a new era world. This is your boy Short Stack, the uncrowned best in the world, everything that I do. And we are here to do some NBA fantasy booking. Of course, anybody that if you're new to the stream, if you're new to the channel, if you've never seen our NBA fantasy bookings, basically that is where I take older, what are seemed legendary or all-time great teams, and basically I put different teams against each other. Basically kind of build things up, see who's going to be the best. Give me just a second. Alright, that should be a little bit better. Anyway, yeah, basically we take some of the older legendary and all-time great teams and put them against each other. See who's going to be the best of all time. We're pretty early into it because I've not done very many of these. We've done a few, and then there have been some that I tried to do and just weren't very good games. For some reason, 2K17 has a habit of a lot of games being. They tend to follow one of two routes for some reason. Either they tend to be an all-out blowout by like 30 or 40 points, or one team goes up by like 10, 15, 20, something like that. And then the other team brings it back by the end and is up by 10. And it's always one of the two. It's never like different flows to the game or, close games back and forth. I mean, there have been a few, but most of them just kind of follow the same pattern. And I don't know, I guess I've been picking and choosing which games I actually stream. So, yeah, that's kind of what that's about. What we have at the moment. Um, the solar eclipse was kind of more hyped up than what it actually ended up being. Um, I didn't even really notice much. I mean, I tried to get a look at it, but I didn't have the glasses, so I wasn't going to necessarily blind myself. But I did kind of check it out. It did get kind of darker with sunshine coming in like one area rather than all over. But as far as looking crazy, I didn't have glasses, so I wasn't able to like look at it and check it out and whatever. But yeah, obviously, if you're new to the channel, feel free to. I'm sorry, I'm tripping on myself. If you end up liking what you see, if you enjoy these NBA fantasy bookings and want to see more of them, be sure to hit that like button so I can, you know, I'll know whether this is something to keep continuing, especially 2K18 for NBA is coming out soon, so whether I continue to do it on here or get NBA 2K18 and try to do it on there or whatever, hard to say. Um, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy what you see and you want to keep up, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you really enjoy what you see and you can't get enough, you don't want to miss a single moment, be sure to hit that little bell right beside the subscribe button. Turns on post notifications, and you will never miss a stream or a video. Sorry, I'm here, but I'm not fully into it. Had some had something not good happen last night, so I guess my mind's on that. Kind of distracted. But I'm trying to be here. I'm not trying to let it keep us from doing something. I'm not going to go into full detail as far as what happened, just because it's kind of, personal family stuff, not something that needs to be put all over the air and all over YouTube or anything like that. I'm saying it's nothing personal against anybody. It's just not something that needs to be put out like that. It's just something that happened, and overall it's okay now, but it happened, so I guess it's on the mind. But I'm here. I'm going to do the best I can. Um, Obviously, this is a little bit different than the WWE stuff. I'm not going to sit here and literally call every little crossover. Um, I guess I'll do more of a reaction piece, I guess you could say. Kind of react to things as they go. Such as the fact that the Utah Jazz is really putting the boots to Portland. It's an 8-point game right now, but that kind of fits into what I talked about a little while ago, where NBA games on here seem to, you have a team jump up by 8, 10, 12, 15, maybe even 20, and then it happens like really quickly in the first quarter, and then over the rest of the game, the other team slowly brings it back, and like late third quarter, fourth quarter, they take over and end up going up by like 8 or 10 themselves, and it's always the same. Um, yeah, it's just kind of a pattern that I've noticed through all the NBA games that I've watched on here. I don't know why it's like that. It takes authenticity out, but well, Pelter, glad to see you're home and that you made it home safe. And yeah, hopefully you have Wi-Fi and you can spread the word to your friends, see if they like it. I don't know if they'll necessarily be into the stream today, though. I'm not glum and down or anything. Just guess I'm preoccupied mentally. That's why originally I was gonna kind of leave this with no commentation, but then I decided against it. But I couldn't find my mic at first, and then I found out there was no sound at all, so I knew I had to find it and get on here, because a game with no sound is just kind of pointless. Um, Let me think here. So, yeah, we got the 1991 Portland Trailblazers. Clyde the Glide Drexler and his boys going up against John Stockton, the mailman Karl Malone, and the rest of the 1998 Utah Jazz. Definitely an interesting matchup. Excited to see. Oh, Clyde in between and yams on him. Huge dunk from the Glide. Stockton drops it, adding on to this lead. Oh, you had a tire situation. That is not that is not good. I know how that is. I've kind of lost a car because of a tire situation. Um, had a tire blow out while I was going down the road and going through a curve, and end up barreling through a ditch and jumped a driveway and ran over a mailbox and smashed in the back of a minivan. Pushed it about 6 feet in front of itself, which almost caused it to collide into another car. Yeah, hate that you had that. I mean, like I said, from that exact situation, I know how it is to have a tire blow out and having to change it and all that shit. So it's not fun. Glad y'all made it through and nobody got hurt. Oh, up and over. Gets the layup. Does Jones. Looks like one of those random generic um, jobber players used to help fill out the rosters. Because some of these teams only have 6, 7, 8, 9 of the original actual team. So for whatever reason that is, I don't know, but they have to fill the rest of the roster out. So they add however many they need of generic jobber players. Yeah, it's good that nobody was hurt and stuff like that, because it can very easily turn bad in a situation like that. So glad everybody's all right. Glad nothing happened. Raw was pretty good. Raw was pretty good. Of course, they build towards the Brock versus Braun match, which I knew was coming. That will be very interesting to see. Um, I was expecting to see a few NXT debuts, but they were not there. Maybe they're waiting. Didn't want to do it the very night after, so they waited. I mean, obviously, technically, you had John Cena come over from SmackDown, but that was kind of known anyway, with the whole free agent deal and all that. Who else can stop Brock? I mean, obviously, I would throw Roman out there, but they kind of made that situation look bad, having Roman get pinned in the Fatal 4-Way, which I thought was absolute shit. Not just because I'm a Roman fan, but just because the way they're building the guys. I mean, obviously, they're building all four of them in a way, but just the way they've been built and stuff like that, I don't feel like Roman should have been the guy to just, oh, run in F5, get pinned, it's over. I thought that was very, I don't know, I just didn't agree with it. Honestly, I feel like Samoa Joe should have been the one to take the pin. I mean, it didn't necessarily have to be the way that Roman got pinned, but the way that Joe was in the whole match. I mean, he wasn't really in the match most of the time. He just popped up out of nowhere and put a coquina clutch on someone. And I don't know. I feel like Joe should have been the one to take the pin, personally. But I'm not the booker. I'm not Vince McMahon. I'm not the one that does that stuff. So my opinion is irrelevant. Amber Rollins versus the Hardys was a really good tag match. I don't know if I'd necessarily say it was one of the greatest I've ever seen. That's stretching things a bit, because I've seen a lot of matches, especially a lot of tag matches. But it was definitely a really good match. But I'm not surprised by that at all. I mean, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and the Hardy Boys. I expect to see a great match out of that. Duckworth checks in for Bryant. Aaron Carr going out. Carl Malone, the mailman, coming back in. Well then. Nope, nope, lost the ball. As I said before earlier, guys, if you enjoy these NBA fantasy bookings, whether you're new to the channel or you're a long time viewer, be sure, if you haven't already, to smash that like button and let me know that you enjoy this, because the more that people enjoy something, the more of them I'm going to want to do. I mean, it's just kind of common sense. If people enjoy it, you do more of it. If they don't enjoy it, aren't fans of it, you don't do more of it. You get away from it and find something better. So, obviously there are ways I could probably do these better. Me personally, I feel like my commentation is sometimes off on these, just because it's a lot harder to Commentating wrestling and commentating basketball are two totally different things. In wrestling, you don't necessarily have to commentate and go over every movement and move, but sometimes you'll do that to kind of kill dead space and dead air. Basketball, you can't do that. You can't call every movement because it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So I will say my commentation could be better. It's tough to do it by yourself. I will say that. Trying to commentate a basketball game as a one-man commentation team is not an easy task. That's why I give all the props in the world to basketball commentators and commentators of any sport. I mean, people that are good at what they do when it comes to commentation, it is not an easy task whatsoever. Now we have the man leaders, but we're not going to be looking at them for too long because these songs be given copyright strikes, and that's the last thing that we want. So, yeah, I know. It's just I try to make my content as try to make it as professional and fan friendly as possible. I'm not trying to necessarily just have a long like dead space of air or boring commentation. I mean, neither are good. So I try to find things that people enjoy, but also give good. How can I put it? Not only give good content that people enjoy watching, but also be exciting and entertaining through sound rather than just be the game or just kind of sitting here talking monotone, not really any emotion, being monotone, and ultimately being boring. I just don't like that. I try to have some personality, try to have some excitement, some entertainment. Um, that's why sometimes I get a little loud and boisterous, and it happens. But no, I try to be entertaining. I try to give the best show that I can, and I am my own worst critic, so I will always see it worse than maybe other people will, or that anyone else would see it. But it's just to me, I'll always look at it like I could have done this, I could have done that, I could have tweaked this. This particularly could have been done better. Whatever. I'm my own worst critic. Always have been. Probably always will be. But it's what makes me in a lot of ways a perfectionist, but also makes me good at anything that I do because I don't want to be sloppy. I want to be as good as I can at something because I want to be the best at whatever it is that I do. So that I truly am the best in the world at everything that I do. No, no. Just as I said, I'm my own worst critic, so I'm always gonna see myself as I could have done this, I could have done that, stuff like that. Even with my stuff, I always feel like I could be recording stuff and editing videos and making stuff like that, but I just don't have the one. I don't have the technology to do it because I don't necessarily have a computer to work off. I'm just using my PS4 and streaming, so that kind of whole deal is out. But also, I'm very much a you get what you see. Like, I'm not about over portraying things, and what you see is what you get. I mean, I'm gonna live stream it, and if there's fuck ups or if there's lapses or if I rage because I fucked up on something or something's pissing me off, it's gonna be there. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever, it's gonna be there. So I don't know. Yeah, kind of went off on a tangent there. Not all of it flowed together, but either way, You get a little bit of short stack as the person. You get to know the perfectionist that is also my own worst critic that is short stack as a person. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've I've heard plenty of times of people that are on even some of the well-known game streamers and stuff. I see their stuff. I pay attention to stuff, and even some of those people, I'm like, God, this guy sucks, or he's annoying, or whatever. And I'm like, I could do better. But then I see, that person has got scores more than what I have as far as, views and subs and all that stuff. And it's just like, I know that I'm better, whether it be at the game they're playing, better at commentating, being on mic, whatever. Um, I don't know. There are just certain people that I know that I'm better at in certain things, but I don't. I haven't hit that fame at all, so it's like, where am I messing up? What am I doing wrong? Basically, so that's where the perfectionist and the being one's own worst critic comes in, because I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing? What should I be doing? What's being done right? What needs to be done better? Blah, blah, blah. That's why I try to get so much fan input. Not because I'm desperate or anything like that. It's just I want to make stuff that people are going to enjoy, because that's what's going to get me anywhere. And don't get me wrong, I didn't get into this to necessarily get anywhere. That wasn't the point. But, of course, the thought does cross the mind. So it's just like, if I'm going to do it, I might as well consider the possibility and be as good as I can. So at least find out, what am I doing right, what am I doing wrong, what do people like, what do they not like, what do they want to see, what do they not want to see, what do they want to hear, what do they not want to hear. Um, that's one of the reasons why I've started considering the whole um, having my PS camera on and using it and having myself on camera too, because it seems like more the better YouTubers do that. I don't know. Little things like that I think about. Maybe it's just me that thinks about them, but long, weird, half boring, half depressing tangent. But like I said, you gotta peek behind the scenes a little bit, get to know the person behind the controller. But with all that said and out the way, we've seen that Portland has brought this game back. It is now a 4-point game, only a 4-point lead for the Utah Jazz. Wolfpack. WB is the main game that OSNE focuses on, but we also do other stuff as well, such as obviously you see we do what I call fantasy bookings, which is, as I explained earlier, taking older slash legendary slash all time great teams and basically putting them against each other and trying to figure out who is the best all time team. We also have the entire Mafia 3 game in a playlist if you want to check that out. I have Monopoly games. I have Yu-Gi-Oh in a playlist if you want to check that out. I mean, we have a little bit of, not everything, because there are certain stuff that I just don't mess with, but we have a good variety of different stuff. But yes, WB is the main focus within OSNE. That is correct. So that's the thing, Pellet. I don't want to necessarily get my whole personal life involved with the channel. That's why I haven't. Lord. Um, I don't know. I don't want to make the OSNE channel about like me personally or anything like that. It's just about the games and having fun. Wolfpack, that is perfectly fine. Pretty much all of us are weird here too. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody's weird in some way. So embrace the weird. I'm good with it. I don't mind weird. I don't mind fun. Just know that if you do cross a line or get too crazy, I'll reel you back in. Hmm. So, I have to be the asshole that goes ahead and tries to nip this in the bud now. Wolfpack, are you Phoenix trying to troll me? And if I've already caught you, just be honest. Don't try to freaking lie your way through it. Just be honest. If you're Phoenix, go ahead and admit it. Or if you're Pelleter, trying to play a double troll. Either way. I mean, I have to assume that it is just because. I mean, how can I not? I mean, kind of caught on to the game. Okay, just for the sake of argument, I mean, I'm still assuming that this is an attempted swerve here, but just for the sake of argument, Wolfpack, there are two subscribers that I have, two viewers that like to pull a troll where they make a fake account and then come on my stuff and try to troll me like they're a new account and fuck with me, blah blah blah. So I have to assume that you're really one of them. I mean, just for the sake of argument, I'll explain it, but I'm still under the guise that this is the attempted swerve. As I've said before, you can't swerve the Swerve Master. Damn, right before halftime, Portland has taken over this game and have the lead. You made a video that took time to edit. I seen your video. It's like an 18-second video with a CM Punk background and his music playing. That did not take time to edit, my friend. You also just uploaded it 7 minutes ago. You had to download the audio. It takes me like 30 seconds to download a song on my phone. Now, granted, certain other things may take a little bit longer, but it does not take very long to download part of a song. Now, if you turn out to not be a fake or a swerve channel by Phoenix or Pelleter, then I'm going to feel bad that I'm being a dick. But you have to understand that I've got to assume here. If this is Phoenix, you might as well give up. If this is Pelleter, you might as well give up. I'm in on a joke. I already know what's going on. Just saying. We're going to go ahead and skip past the man leaders because they have music playing. We're not trying to get caught for said music and get copyright strikes. That would not be good. It is going to suck the one day that I'm like, oh, look at this fake channel that tried to sub to me, blah, blah, blah. Thinking it's Phoenix or Pellet trying to swerve me. And then it's not. And I'm going to feel like a real dick. Damn, just took it from him but couldn't get the shot to fall. Kersey with a rebound. Pushing it up court. Over. Oh, couldn't drop the shot. Now Stockton pushing it, shoots a three. He misses two. What the fuck? That sounded really country there. Let's not ever do that again. Okay. Okay. Do I have any tips? Depends on what kind of channel you're planning to make. Whether it's a personal channel, a gaming channel, etc., etc. Because it really does matter what kind of channel you're making. Also, if this is Phoenix still trying to swerve me after this long, hashtag fuck you Phoenix. Hashtag fuck Del Rio. That's so funny. It starred out my name, but it didn't star out Dick. That is hilarious. Unless you did that on purpose to protect kayfabe. Then, hashtag thank you. And actually, yeah, now that I think about it, Wolfpack said my name earlier without ever knowing my name. So that's another reason why I pretty much know Wolfpack is Phoenix. Stockton bringing it up court. Oh, he looked across it behind the back, but he lost it. He's fumbling and bumbling and stumbling. Oh, alley. Then, oop, there was. I think Utah is starting to panic. I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. You watched before. Cracker Killer is. I don't know where he is. I haven't talked to him yet today. I think he's supposed to come by later, probably to watch SmackDown. Um, you said you watched my YouTube before. Okay. Alright, what was the first video of mine that you seen? Wolfpack. Mm. And Karl Malone can't get it to drop, but he rebounds it twice. He can't get it to go. So many chances, can't get it to drop. Ah, Yam City. You first showed up in the trios, semis, and finals episode. Hmm. That's interesting. Because I'm pretty sure. No, maybe not. I don't remember for sure. I'm not going to say it yet. Hmm. Well, if I'm really popping up on the recommendation, like live recommendation list, then that's pretty freaking cool. But I don't know. I still gotta assume that you're. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything. I know how Pelleter is. I know how Phoenix are. Both of them like to try to swerve. Both of them like to try to troll sometimes. I can't help but assume that it's him. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're legit, and that's fine. If you are, fine. Think nothing of what I'm saying. I'm just really convinced that it's Phoenix trying to pull a swerve right now. You swear on your cat's life. Stockton for three. Can't drop it. He made. He was 1 of 4 in the first half. What makes him think he's gonna make many this half? Ooh, nice shot. Actually, you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? I just thought about something. If Wolfpack first seen me on the semis and finals episode, he wouldn't have to ask who Phoenix is. Because Phoenix was here on that episode. He would know exactly who he was. Just saying. You were ignoring tits most of the time? Why would you ever ignore tits? What is wrong with you? That is like the worst thing you could do as a guy. Why would you ignore tits? Like that is like why? Why? Oh, crossed him up. Cross him up too. Oh, can't get it to drop. Utah with a rebound. Stockton bringing it up court. Oh, I thought he dropped it. Oh, well, I'm just going to say I always have my guard up. So my assumption is still Phoenix is trying to swerve. If not, and for some reason you are legitimately someone that's a new viewer and you're not Phoenix trying to pull a swerve, then, like I said, cool. Hopefully you keep joining us. If not, and it is Phoenix, fuck you. Mm. Talk about bang. Oh, couldn't get it to drop. And Clyde. I think that was Clyde. He fumbling and bumbling and stumbling. Yam City. Wow, Pelleter. What kind of shit are you on? Wow, Pelleter. That's kind of shitty of you to say. You're pretty much calling me a pedophile. Quite honestly, I don't appreciate that. I don't have super chat yet. I'm trying to get to that point, but haven't made it there. Well, he gets it to drop and one. Well, he'll go to the line for the and one. Make this a 3-point play. Ah, what a beautiful layup. Super chat is a way where somebody can donate money. I'm not sure if the money goes to YouTube or if it goes to the actual streamer, but basically they can donate that money. Like, it goes up in different increments, but a certain amount is like more time. But basically, your comment stands out for a certain amount of time compared to others. Like, it'll be tabbed in a different like color box and stand out from everybody else's, and it'll stay there for a certain amount of time depending on how much you donate or whatever. That's partly why I'm trying to get to a certain number of views so I can get to my shit monetized and shit. Um, but I'm gonna need viewers to give some view spikes to some videos and playlists to do that. I actually have two different mics. One of them is, I think this one is just like a PlayStation brand, and then the other one that I used to have was the one that came in the PlayStation 4 bundle. It was like one of the little small earbud pieces that just goes on one ear, and it's like a Bluetooth thing. That actually ended up getting lost, so I don't have that anymore. Um, or it wasn't completely Bluetooth, but it was like a Bluetooth, but it had a cord too, so you could plug into the um, controller. No, I don't do PC streaming. I'm a console gamer. Um, I don't even have a PC to do any of that. Otherwise, I would probably have more like edited videos, I guess. But I don't have any of that. I just stream straight off the console. Who's going to the line? Jones? Is that what that says? Jones or James? Two shots. All right, Pelleter. Couldn't drop it. Looking like a scrub. You freaking scrub. Yeah, exactly. I thought so. Oh, shoots a three. Can't get it to fall. That is the end of the third quarter. A 1 point game. I'm sorry, I'm not accusing. My guard is just up. I can't help but assume. Oh, look. Man leaders. We're not going to be paying attention to them, though, because I ain't trying to get got for copyright. And he drops the shot. Utah Jazz retake the lead with the first shot of the fourth quarter. Oh, dumps it off. Still open. Drops the shot. Yeah, I realize that, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, can't help but assume, especially when people talk or act a certain way. As I said, if you are legit and aren't just Phoenix trying to play a joke, then cool. That's what's up. I appreciate new viewers and new subscribers, but gotta somehow be proven that it's not Phoenix. All good in the hood. I haven't heard that in forever. Cliff Robinson with a double-double. Oh, there's Cliff Robinson. Okay. I was like, I don't even see Cliff Robinson, but now I do. Oh, Danny Ainge. Ah, that was a bad shot. I don't know why you would even look for that. You gotta move the ball around better than that. Oh, Portland with a rebound. Portland starting to pull away a little bit again. Can't get it to drop. Their shots have fallen off here late in the second half. And Portland is just taking advantage. Possession by possession. An awesome rip dude. Okay. Drops the first one. Look at him glasses. Damn, look at him glasses. Looks like he's got a pyramid on his face. We have the 1991 Portland Trailblazers going up against the 1998 Utah Jazz. NBA fantasy booking game. Of course, fantasy booking be where I'd take different legendary and old school and all-time great teams and put them against each other. Eventually, we're going to figure out who's the best of all time. Oh, Anderson. Back to Carr. Can't get it to fall. They're panicking right now. Just falling apart. They're playing decent defense, but the offense is just not there. Shooting way too many bad shots. Way too many bad shots. And wide open dunk. Finally, they get something with Ostertag down low. Oh, oh, oh. Why would you... Not smart, Jeff. Not smart at all. Horrible decision to foul like that. Absolutely horrible. Oh, wide open. Telling you, Utah's looking to give up this game as they're panicking and falling apart right now. Oh, and there's the mailman. That's what they need is Karl Malone to get started down low. Still plenty of time left. Oh, oh, oh. Whoop, whoop. It's up. Gets it to drop. Cuts the lead to 1. Horrible shot selection. Horrible shot selection. Isley, stop and pop. Drops it. And with 5 minutes left in the game, Utah Jazz have retaken the lead off the stop and pop by Isley. Oh, Kersey wide open. Drops the mid-range. Takes the lead back for Portland. Oh, open. Can't get it to fall. He making fun of you. He making fun. Ooh. I think you might have got screwed on that. Might have been a little bit of body, but I think that should have been considered a block. Motherfucker. Shots up. And it drops. I've got to do this now. I have to do this now. I have to do this now.
Surprise, motherfucker. Supplies, motherfucker. Some fries, motherfucker. Disguise, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker. All rise, motherfucker. Wrong size, motherfucker. First prize, motherfucker. Hard eyes, motherfucker. Rude eyes, motherfucker.
I love that shit. Ain't no copyright on that. Ain't no copyright on that. Osta tag with the layup. 3-point game. Utah will just not go away. I mean, they shouldn't. They had the lead to begin with earlier and just gave it up. You ain't got to track me down, son. I ain't hard to find. Greg Ostertag, 8 points, 11 rebounds. Oh, oh. Ostertag again! Right up under the basket. This is the old Skool New Era network. It's what we are live on. Oh, and Malone with the layup. 1 point. Portland lead. 2.5 minutes to go. Getting down to nut crunching time. And they can't get the tip in to fall. Utah looking for the lead here. Anderson trying to cut his way through the defense. Down to Ostertag. We got a foul on Petrovic. Kinder Surprise Unboxings. No, I don't. Never heard of it. I guess maybe I should check it out, but... Oh, wide. Oh, he was wide open. Malone drops it. Yeah, Phoenix, you just told on yourself. Boy. All right, we got a... And Ostertag can't get it to fall. We got a minute left. Utah's up by 3. And Clyde Drexler with the glide dunk. Clyde Drexler just hit him with his finisher. Oh, bad foul, Duckworth. Bad foul. Shield. Oh, he got it to drop. And Portland is in a bind. They're down by 3 with 36 seconds left. If used. Ah. Thing about hole, son. Once you're in one, stop digging. Ostertag gets the shot to drop. Pelleter, chill. We got a timeout. 6-point game. 26 seconds left. Bang! 3-point game. Foul. Trying to send him to the line. Extend this game. Shield. Wow. Wow. Boom! And he drops them both. No, we don't want to see the man leaders. Oh, he had a wide open lane but couldn't get to it. Open. Can't get it. Can't get it to drop. This game is over. Just a matter of by how much now. Two shots. Two shots. Drops it. And drops it. Three. Can't get it to fall. Utah with the rebound. They're just going to run the clock out. This game is over. Well, it's been quick, but it's been fun. This is your boy Short Stack, Young Crown, best in the world at everything that I do. This has been the OSNE Network, where we keep an old school mind frame in a new era world. I'd like to thank you for coming out. If you are new, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to keep up. And if you want to never miss a moment, tap that little bell beside the subscribe button so you get post notifications so you never miss a minute. It's been fun. I'll check you later. Top guy out.